Well, hello and welcome back to 5.3 PO, 5.3 Performance Optimization. That's my channel about my motor rebuild project here. And today, on today's episode, episode 9, we're going to remove the oil pan, the front and rear covers of the motor, and the oil pickup and the cover to expose the lower half of the motor. So just so there's no confusion, I've already removed many of the bolts that hold the oil pan in. So you can kind of get the picture. There's probably, I don't know, at least 10 of them or so, and 2 long ones in the back. And these longer ones are the ones I'm removing. So you kind of get the picture. Real easy, nothing too complicated. Alright, so with a flat blade screwdriver, I'm going to go ahead and just pry up on the oil pan here and get it loosened up so I can just pull it right off. There it goes. With a little bit of wiggling, I can lift that pan right up and off, no problem. And just a quick inspection, and it, looks pretty, I would say that's probably pretty typical. Lots of sludge, as you would expect from an older motor, so no surprises there. Okay, so we're going to shift gears here, and no pun intended. And I'm just cleaning things up here right now, but we're going to, in this step, really start to get into removing the bottom of the motor. And first I'm going to remove the rear cover. And that's what I'm kind of just cleaning things up, just to kind of make things a little bit, I don't know, less messy. Just try to clean up along the way. So the next task here is removing the rear cover. As you can see, the way it's mounted on the engine stand here, there's just not a whole lot of space to get the socket in there. But I was able to get the socket in there just well enough to loosen up the bolts. As we head through the video, I'm going to switch to a ratcheting wrench to speed things up. Anyway, there's, I don't know, a handful, maybe I don't know, 5 to 10 bolts. I can't remember exactly how many. Again, I'm doing this voiceover video after the fact, but anyway, it's pretty easy. It's pretty obvious how many bolts or which bolts need to be removed. Take this rear cover off. right, so in this particular video, I have already removed a lot of the bolts here that you see. So including the back cover, which I'm pointing to right here, all the bolts have been removed. And I'm going to go ahead and just show you how I pull off the rear cover. And I'm pointing to where the bolts are. So you can kind of see, basically just to kind of review. Now, this generally just pulls off real easy. You can sometimes, if it gets stuck, use a screwdriver to pry it off, but generally it pulls off real easy. So look how many bolts there I'm pointing, so you can see where all the bolts are. So anyway, putting that in the parts pile. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to showing you how to remove the front cover. Now again, I have already removed the bolts. So just to kind of speed things up here and make this process go a little, this video go a little faster, I'm pointing to where all the bolts were. Now again, surprisingly, that front cover came off real easy. So real no difficulties in prying that thing off. So adding it to the parts pile there. And then finally, I'm going to demonstrate how to remove the oil pickup tube and the cover there. So anyway, it just, once you take 3 bolts off, literally that's all that's holding it, 3 bolts, and then there's 10 bolts here to remove this this cover or this tray, and then that lifts straight up. Remember, it's important, and I didn't show it, but to label all the parts. Here we have the lower part of the motor exposed. So the crankshaft and all the connecting rods and the underneath the pistons. So you know, all in all, it doesn't look too bad. Apparently, this motor was rebuilt just about 4 or 5 years ago. So this is actually the second rebuild on this particular motor. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. And episode 9, there you have it. Thanks so much. Will be next video. We will go ahead and demonstrate how to remove the the caps there, and we'll basically just start taking apart the lower half of the motor. So be sure to join me for that in episode 10. Thanks so much.